Hello, 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 and welcome along to today's live stream. And if you're not sure where I am in my camper van here in sunny Scotland, and I've been here today with my dog Patch. We've been down at the beach, and I would love to be able to show you out the window. Let me just see if I can show you. I'll just unplug power for a second. It's like a salt marsh behind us, uh, and somewhere out there is the Bass Rock Islands and Fidra, famous for being treasure islands, and a low hill. Um, it's a really beautiful place. It looks really far away on my laptop camera. But yeah, it's super fun to share with you. And this is also the first time that I'm going live in my camper van, all part of my dream life being much more mobile and being able to do these things on the go. So hello to everyone. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming. Um, I'm using my little wireless mic. His name is Kevin. He's like a little hedgehog. And so if Kevin runs out of battery, then let me know. Um, yeah, Patch is just down in the corner, and if he comes up, I'll or comes close enough, I'll show him on camera. He's just so cute. Um, Yeah, and so there's the first of me doing this live in a camper van today, and also there'll be a first going live with Viviani on Monday. So that live stream is already set up, and excited um, to connect with Viviani and show the world her incredible gifts. I'm really excited. And thank you, Viviani, for your continued support is just so incredible, and you've been so instrumental in my journey. And you've just completed the Higher Self Foundational training as well, which is fabulous. Um, okay, so I think we're good to go and set up a safe space. Sometimes I might open this blind. Let's just see what's behind here. Oh, a van is. Um, I'm just going to keep it down a bit because it gets quite either warm or cold. It's very Scottish weather. Okay, so let's begin by setting up a safe space for today's readings, healings, messages that help you at this time. And please do make your requests in all caps. And I've asked Viviani to very kindly tell me these next people in order, in random order. So it'll be randomly sequenced requests. And it's really to help give everyone a chance. Okay, so I'll begin by setting up a safe space. And if you'd like to join me, this really helps us set up clear protection around us, around each of us, around the session of all of us, including those that join later, or if you leave. And I know from first-hand experience how important it is to protect your energy and have strong boundaries, especially when we do this work live. So if you'd like to join me now, we'll begin by taking in 3 deep breaths in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out through the mouth what no longer serves our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any low vibration energy or emotion at this time, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain at this time, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And from the divine spark in the center of your heart, extend the light cord up through the top of your head, up through the sky and through the stars, up through the frequencies and dimensions of this universe, until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connecting your light cord into source. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down through the stars and through the sky, back down to the top of our head, into our hearts once more. And now from the center of our hearts, we extend our light cords down through the root of our spine, all the way down through the layers of the planet, until we reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting our light cords into the very heart of Mother Gaia. Remain connected to Gaia's heart and extend your light cord all the way up through the layers of the planet, through the root of the spine, and into the heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, we expand out our golden bubbles of protective light, about 2 meters out from the center of our hearts. And we set the intention that only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good, love, and compassion can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave us immediately. And into our golden bubbles, we invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia, for our guidance, clearing, healing, protection, self-love, and intuition. And through space and time, I create a golden bubble around all of us in the replay and in the live at this time, regardless of whether we join now, later, or leave later. And I set the intention for this golden bubble that only energies and entities with the highest good and love and compassion for others may enter the space. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. And around the boundaries of this golden bubble, I set the intention only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good, love, and compassion can see us, access us, or exist within the space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. I invited my guides, my higher self, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia. And when I call you forwards, I will service each request and ask you to step forwards, the human, the higher self, and your guides individually per request. And so it's becoming really aware of where I am. It's a really magical place. There's so much I'm discovering about the area, the ley lines, the way the energy flows, what's been done here going back to the Middle Ages. And there's so little in our history books remarkably written about the area, so it's really magical, even though we believe humans have been here for at least 15,000 years, and likely go back to Stone Age times, which is so cool. Okay, so yes, please be present for your reading. When your name is called, please say hello, and please remind us what you would like as part of your quantum energy healing, clearing, reading, whether it's something that is to do with you, your home, um, or your pet, or the ley lines in your area, your past lives. I can help with all these things. I'm just busy closing down some windows that I don't need anymore, so I can get a nice clear space. So the first is Tina. Thank you for clearing and healing. Hello, Tina. I hope you're well. It's nice to see you again. And Tina's here. Okay, and this is for healing and clearing. I'm just being drawn to an energy scan for you, Tina. Calling forward Tina, our higher self, and our guides. Being drawn to your throat chakra. So bringing down a column of golden light from the highest dimension of source above Tina's crown chakra coming down through the third eye, through into the throat chakra. It's like it's been squidged down, um, like flattened. So let me see if I can do something about this. Mm. And just removing a negative entity wrapped around the outside of it. Orania taramo torosonoa Rama. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. It's funny looking out to the Bass Rock Island as I do that. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. I'm just scanning down. Everything else looks good. I think, Tina, just the root chakra, just encouraging that connection into the ground. Orono torosimia ta chechemoa. To remember your roots once more. Encourage your roots to grow down. Okay, good. I hope that helps you, Tina. Let me know in the chat. And I'll say hello to everyone. So hello to Love. Hello to, I love your name. Horses, Trigger Hope, Lacey Gray, Young Dean Bands. Hello to Viviani, Leah, Carl. Um, who else do we have? Hypnisty, Tina, Nathan, John McCarthy. Hello. And who else? Heaney. Hello. Enra. Happy birthday. Um, and who else? Auntie, hello. I love to see you. Joyce is here. Hello. Millie's here. Bonnie. Wow, so many of you. Thank you so much for coming. Mazanzi, Trace of Shadows. I might be repeating names, but I'll say hello anyway. Bonnie, Riley Girl, Chance, Mr. Floyd Channelings. Hello. Please do check out his channel. Okay. And Callie and Sharon O'Brien, Marble. Hello to everyone. And oh, Cricket, Manifest Life. Hello. Okay. Let me catch up with uh, what who was next. The next is Love for clearing. And just let us know that you hear Love. Looks like you very much are. You're chatting away. Okay. So just asking Love to step forwards. Higher self and your guides. Your guide is like nursing you. They're kind of patting your throat and your heart and your solar plexus. It's like a soothing, like there. And at first I wondered if it was trauma, but it seems to be more like you're going through upgrades. Upgrades are really unusual for our bodies to experience. Um, my sense is that our ancestors didn't really feel upgrades, not for some time, and that we go through several generations of being human before we go through waves like this of ascension waves. And there's like I'm seeing like a clock around your throat chakra. So this, and yeah, your heart and your solar plexus, like there's like this timing aspect. So there's a sequence to the upgrade of each one, and the codes have already been placed in your chakras. Okay, how can I best help love at this time? To soothe and to assist the integration with the other chakras. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot. If you watch the Schumann resonance just now, there's a lot of activity. Um, and I tend to feel it the most on my third eye chakra. I feel at this time it's where most of my upgrades are happening. And I feel for you, love, it's your throat, your heart, and your solar plexus. From the highest dimension of source above, I bring down a column of golden light to just above love's head, setting the intention to clear, to heal, and to energize, and to soothe, coming down to the crown chakra. It's very bright and very clear. The third eye chakra, your third eye chakra is like, it's just like switched on, coming into your throat chakra. Okay, so it's these codes themselves that are still integrating. Okay, as part of your upgrade. Mhm. Ta-da. Orama no toromo. Encouraging these codes to integrate, to remember that they're integrating with a human and to assist with that integration and into your heart. Anara tara to soro mua. Ia tera tamoro to. Wow, it's really beautiful. It's like all the emotions and all the memories that you have are just like sparkling and coming alive, and then coming down to your solar plexus. There's like this lightness to your solar plexus, like it's drifting. So just bring it back into your human body, back into the codes that reside there. Good. And then just working through all your chakras, and I'm checking in particular with the third eye chakra and then with the sacral chakra. Are these all connecting up nicely? Yes, they are, but there's a bit of a race ahead, like your middle three chakras are pushing forwards. And then grounded to earth. Okay, good. And I'm just asking, is there any more detail about these upgrades? Like, why are they happening now for you and in these places? Your guide is saying, well, everyone's different, John. Everyone's different, and there's gifts that will be revealed to you, love. So I hope that that helps you. That was very cool. I'll just take a note. It's funny, you can see my laptop bounce around solar plexus, heart, and throat upgrades. Sometimes it feels like I'm writing a wish list for people. Um, so thank you for that, love. Let me know in the chat how it went. Um, Daniela is next for a reading. Excuse me. Daniela reading. Okay. I'm just gonna have a quick check. I have my phone here as well. Yeah, feel free to yeah. Hello, Daniela. Thank you. Yeah, feel free to ask for anything specific. Otherwise, I'll give you a reading for what comes forwards from your guide. So just asking the others to step back for Daniela's guide. One of our guides, our higher self, and Danielle step forwards. Your higher self is like showing off your human Danielle. You're like you're like, look at me, look at how far I'm coming. And there's just this, it's like you're showing off your energy. It's really beautiful to see. It's an honor to witness your growth. What messages do we have? I'm just talking to your guide now. What messages do we have for Daniela today? If there's one thing, Daniela, that you could do, it would be to let go truly of all those that have ever instigated the trauma within you, and to know that all trauma that exists within us is actually inflicted by ourselves, but often instigated by others. And so the letting go, the cutting of cords, the releasing of others in our lives, let them go to allow their love to flourish, allow your love to flourish with others, and most importantly, to grow your self-love within. It is the letting go that allows this healing. And your guide is saying that you've already done some of this, that you've already made some great progress. And this is why your energy is already lifting. So I hope that helps you, Daniela. Thank you for asking. Let me know in the chat how that was. Um, wow, there's 36 of you in the chat. Lots of people. Um, we're going to need a bigger team, Viviani. Uh, Nathan is next. Thank you, Nathan, and thank you for your chats on. Oh, Danielle is saying there was. Thank you so much. Yes, there was a lot of drama in your mind. Oh, I hope that helps. Um, Thank you, Viviana. Yes, Nathan was looking for an Akashic reading, and I think he was asking about the future. Yeah, I was just saying, Nathan, thank you for your uh, comments and working through the meditations as well. It's really cool. So I'm just going to invite in Archangel Metatron and asking everyone else to step back. Excuse me, and for Nathan, your higher self, Nathan himself, and one of his guides to step forwards. Your guide is like this very small, but very, he reminds me a lot of Gandalf, but like a much smaller version of him with a bigger nose. That's what he wanted me to say. Um, and he's very wise. Um, Feels like he's like a hum part human, part Elvian and Fey being. He's like quite a mix. Back in the times of in the days that druids were more common, and he's just showing me. He's showing many paths. And this is, as soon as I read this your request, this was what came through about the many paths. So let's ask. Can I ask Archangel Mestron just to open up the Akashic records just for Nathan, please? And I'd like Mestron saying, sorry, he's so dramatic. He's like, and which book of the Akashic records would you like to see? I think he's doing like a Gandalf impression. Thank you. It's a very good impression. Better than mine. Okay, so yeah, I would like to see for Nathan the next like what lies in store in the future for Nathan? Okay, so he just handed me the book and he's saying, the book. Thank you. So just taking a look at this book, and it says on it, for you, Nathan, it's like it's a book of many crossroads, and there's three crossroads that it's showing, and they're shown as they're like crosses at a kind of angle, like diagonals. Okay, so just opening this up, and it feels like this is it's like a reference manual for many of your lifetimes. So I'm just going to go to your lifetime in this age that you're at just now, and just asking to see into the future what lies in store for Nathan. Your guide is like he's like pointing on the page for me. Okay. Your path, Nathan, holds many crossroads and many decisions ahead. And there are decisions that are important. These primarily focus on your daily practices, especially early in the morning when you're first waking up. Cultivation of self-love, discipline of clearing your mind, the engagement with your passions, setting your intentions for the day. This is a mix of discipline and growth, reflection and shadow work, and looking forward to the enjoyment and excitement of each day and the unlimited potential. And so you're being encouraged to really step through into this new opportunity of self-development and self-growth. It it is a pathway in itself because this pathway allows you to um, step forwards into opportunities, developing your own gifts, some of which you may see in me, others are not present in me. For instance, I don't read tarot cards. But there are many things that you will develop, and there are other choices ahead of you. And these include not engaging with your self-discipline and self-growth. And that path is much longer and much more meandering towards your dreams. The third um, path seems very, it's like the kind of fast track path. And it feels like taking the big leaps and bounds on the journey, on your journey, and going with the high risk choices. And it's a it's an exciting journey for sure. But it's high risk, and you could easily end up in the longer path sometimes. So I hope that helps you, Nathan. Yeah, you were saying you're really working on your self-care now, and that's really beautiful to hear. Thank you. So I'm just going to close the Akashic records, close the Akashic records, close the Akashic records, just in case I forget, and just return the book. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Saying it again, it's like, and the Akashic records are closed. Oh wow. But morning routine has been tricky. This is most helpful, John. Yeah, I in this very camper van, to give you an idea of my morning routine when I'm camping is when my my family is sleeping. Um, I will sit up and meditate when my alarm usually goes off, and then usually just go back to sleep. And it's like, in other words, like finding those ways of integrating your practice, even if it's just for 5 minutes each day. Okay. I hope you can't see what my mug says. Um, it is funny. I think it was actually a present from my wife. Um, okay, so who is next? Um, Is it John McCarthy next? Think so. I'll just double check in the chat. Bear in mind that the chat is 20 seconds or so ahead. Oh, N Ra is next, an angel message. Okay, N Ra, and you like an angel message. Okay, just asking Nathan and his team to step backwards, and then for N Ra, step forwards. To your higher self and one of your guides, please. And as an angel message was requested, um, I'm just asking Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael to step forwards also. For you, Enra, um, so both of the angels, Archangel Raphael in particular, it's showing me your physical posture. So like imagine like the skeleton of you, and then imagine the light body of you, and in particular your chakras from your crown to your roots, and then how your light extends out through your nervous system, throughout the body, out to the fingertips and out to the toes, and showing that you're kind of that you're hunched over. And the message is very much to work with your self empowerment, to stand in your power, to stand tall, and the the thing the practice they're saying to start with is imagine like drawing yourself, like drawing a stick figure of your physical posture. And if you're able to like stand up and stand tall, this has a dramatic effect on your energy flow and on your energy flow between your chakras and your light body and your growth, and also how others treat you. And they're saying, yeah, this is Archangel Raphael saying this, you know, when you like hunch over like with your shoulders forwards, that tends to, it's like we're hiding our hearts. And so Archangel Raphael saying like walk with your heart first. He keeps saying heart first. And so your heart, your chest is sticking right out. And you're imagining and you're envisaging and allowing your heart to really flow with energy really beautifully. So um, I think that's a really powerful full message for you and for many of us. Let me just see if there's anything else. Archangel Raphael says that the heart that shines the brightest is the heart that loves itself the most. And yeah, carried on with a theme of Nathan and others is that really developing your self-love will help your heart shine, help your posture open up, and help your whole body expand. And I see that this there's this theme for you that it also has an effect on others. That there are changes that you want to make in relationships, you want to make changes in your life, and that you know, standing in your power and standing tall and allowing your self-love, your big, bright, shining heart to lead the way will make a huge difference. So yeah, I hope that that helps. And I'm just checking. John McCarthy was saying, I'd love to do an online course my sister just did with John. Um, oh, it's beautiful. Well, it would be an honor to meet you, John. We need more Johns. Um, so, oh, John Viviani says, John, it is Bridget is next for a guardian angel message, please. Um, so Bridget is next. Is that right? I just want to get the name right. I'll put it in the chat. And that's for an angel message. It's really funny seeing other people pulling up in their camper vans and walking by me as I'm doing this work. It's really lovely to be around people, and not just stuck in my little studio. Oh, and Ryan says that was so beautiful. My eyes were welling with tears. Oh, thank you, beautiful soul. It's an honor to help you. Such a powerful message for so many of us as well. Um, okay, so for Bridget, you'd like an angel message. So just asking the others to step back and for Bridget to step forwards, your guides, your higher self, and also inviting forward our angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael. It's curious. I don't quite understand it all yet, so I'm just going to explain it as it's shown to me. For you, Bridget, I'm seeing you like it's almost like you're um it's easier to explain if you're lying down, and then we'll imagine that you're standing up. But if you're imagine you're lying down on a beach, just like the beach down here, and it's a really beautiful golden sand, and then there's these waves just flowing over the top of you, and there's a specific pattern to the waves. They're like maybe about 2 inches from tip to trough, from peak to trough, and they're so you're not lying on the beach, you're standing, and I'm being shown these waves going up and down and up and down. And what is the significance of this? I'm being shown that you're okay, your higher self, and sometimes your light body, and sometimes your human self, and the latter more in dream time, that you are um, on a med bed, a medical bed, and this is an advanced galactic technology used for healing people, um, their physical and interdimensional aspects. And what is the purpose of this healing? Your guides saying to they're looking for something within you. There seems to be something blocked within you, something locked within you. Okay. Okay, they're showing me a visual of like there's this little entity that is like being quite elusive, like it's like this little worm thing, and it's busy making its way around your body. And as it goes, it's eating like um, what I describe as ascension codes. These are codes that sit within you to help you with upgrades. I'll keep describing it, but just let me know in the chat, Bridget, if you'd like me to remove this, because I feel like I can, where the med bed has failed to get it, that I'm drawn to find it for you and remove it. But just give me permission. I won't do it because you've given me permission only for reading. So let me know if you'd like me to remove this entity. But yeah, it's eating up these little light codes that you're receiving as part of your ascension upgrades. And it seems to be more around the heart at this time. Um, so yeah, just let me know if you'd like me to remove it. Um, and while we're waiting, are there any other messages? Just saying you're loved and to know that the joy in your life, the more you can feel joy in your life, the more that it helps you. Um, and yeah, it's a real honor to witness your growth. And this is your guide saying this also that they're really proud of you. And it's so you'd like me to remove it, of course. So I'm just going to bring down a column of golden light from the highest dimension of source down to above Bridget's head, setting intention to clear and to heal and to remove anything that doesn't serve our highest good. Okay, yeah. I've just quickly gone down to the heart, just your lower left side of your heart, and I've caught this entity in a golden bubble, protective light. Urnayama Tarotosunuamaha, holding you in place. You cannot do any more damage. And I'm just asking before I remove it, is there anything to do with these codes? Can the codes be retrieved from this entity? Apparently so. Okay, I've not done this before. It's a first for everything, right? So I'm just passing this golden bubble to, here he is, Archangel Raphael. Okay, Raphael. So he's just gently going to, I can only describe it as like he's putting like this, it's almost like a needle into the abdomen of this entity and sucking out of it these ascension codes. Wow, and it's shrinking right down. It reminds me a bit of a bit like a tick, but it's longer and has kind of bigger legs. Okay, the entity is like shrunk right down. So he's Archangel Raphael's holding all these codes. So I'm just gonna pass the sensi to Archangel Michael, please return to source and never return here again. Thank you. Okay. And now, Archangel Raphael, what do we do with these codes? And he's saying, well, we give them back to her heart. Okay. Thank you. I'm just assisting with the integration back into your heart. Good. And just floating that golden light of source all the way down through your roots into the ground. Archangel Raphael's going to keep a close eye on you, Bridget. But yeah, I hope that really helps you. Um, it's really fascinating the lengths that, I always think it's a good sign when there's a lot of negative activity towards you, because it shows how powerful you are, and that those codes, are so important. You hold a lot of, uh, I would say secrets, but like hidden ancient wisdom, and there's a lot of upgrades that will come through your heart over the coming weeks and months. So, yeah, look after your heart, get plenty of rest, drink plenty of water, and I hope that helps you. Um, and it's funny, it's getting a little bit windier and darker outside, and there's a surf class that have just started to get together with a whole range of ages from people my age to their kids. It's really cool to see. I don't know if sometimes you see like a big flash of light. It's whenever like someone closes a car door or something, it seems to reflect off the sun. But yeah, I hope that helps, Bridget, or John McCarthy is your login. Um, and yeah, Vivian, I would love to come to the US. I have been putting it off, but I would like, Vivian, I would like to talk to you and see if we could organize like a retreat, at least a retreat day in Philadelphia. That would be so much fun, or somewhere nearby. As my brother lives nearby Philadelphia, and a lot of you said you lived in Philadelphia, so that would be fantastic. Bridget says, "Oh my word, thank you so much. I felt that and saw it. Thank you. I'm bawling my eyes out. Eyes out. Oh, Thank you, Bridget. That's so kind. It's my pleasure. It would be such a pleasure to come. And it's been 20 years since I was last in Philadelphia, so it'd be great to catch up. Um, yeah, I feel like the one of the first steps for um, doing a retreat was something like doing like an RSVP for a date and a potential venue or something, and then we can figure out like if there's enough interest to like go ahead and book it. Um, so who is next? I can send you info on a few places for a retreat. That'd be fabulous. Thank you, Viviane. Yancey's next. Fantastic. Hello, Yancey. It's a pleasure to see you again. How can I help you, Yancy, today? Oh, you said I love right on the ball. I love reading and clearing, please, and any messages from my dogs, Lexi and Ollie, in alignment with my soul mission. Must excuse me because my legs are a bit stiff after sitting in the lotus position for about 8 hours today. Um, oh, that's better. Okay. I don't know if I can do it with my legs like this. It's so funny. Um, I might change position actually. Let me see if I can move position and see how. Okay, that's a good start. So asking everyone else to step back and asking Yancy, her higher self, her guide, to step forwards and let me get the names of your dogs correct. Lexi and Ollie. Oh, and in alignment with your soul mission. Um, so the first thing that comes through Yancy is this um, it's this resonance frequency. Lexi and Ollie want to help you, to work with you. It seems to be they're showing me it's like when it's could I describe it as a bark? I don't know. It's almost like they're singing, like dogs howl, but in a very cute way. Um, it's not a lonely howl. And they're showing me that they want to help you with your heart and to allow you to resonate these frequencies out of your heart. And what do these frequencies do? What is the intention to be able to heal others? It's a really beautiful a singing heart. That's so beautiful for you, Yancy. And I see like they're like resonance waves. There's something about the voice where it's like, "Ooh," and it feels like Lexi and Ollie will help you um with the singing part. And what your throat chakra is trying to do is teach your heart to sing. So that your heart is the one actually doing the singing. And eventually, after you practice this more and more, so every time you sing, um, and you set the intention to assist someone else with healing, allow your heart to follow the same pattern of the throat chakra and to sing. So yeah, I that's just really beautiful, Yancy. It fills my heart with such joy. And it was such an honor to do a session for you. I'd love to do one again with you sometime. Um, so yeah, let me know in the chat. And hello to Angelfish. Hello, hello. It's been a little while. It's fantastic to see you. I do this as my full-time job, Angelfish. It's so cool. I'm living my dream in my camper van. Um, so yeah. Uh, and Viviani says Callie is next. And Callie would like an Akashic past life reading or message from the guides needed most at this crucial time. I want to ensure these bold moves are the right path. Bold moves, right path. Okay, so just asking. Well, thank you, Yancy. It's my honor. Sending love to you and your tribe. Okay, for Callie, asking your guides and your higher self. And Callie, step forwards. You've got your hand out like this, and you're like, I've got to do this. I've got to do this. When you're talking about your bold move, it feels like there's. Um, I'm just checking with your mind and your heart. Are your mind and your heart talking together? Because at first I saw it, Callie, as as like your brain was like saying, this is the logical thing to do. Like these are the things. This is the way to do it. Is your heart fully engaged and on board? And your heart saying, yes, I can see that. I can see that like working out. Yeah, the advice you're getting, Callie, is to think about if your heart had the choice, the full choice, then would you be making this bold move? And if the answer is yes, then fantastic. I just feel that your heart hasn't been like fully engaged. Like your higher self is like asking me to check between the two and to make sure. Um, and it feels like there's lightly, and I'm just asking your guide. I mean, we could check on the Akashic records, but I'm just asking your guide first. And they're saying it does feel like this is aligned with your path, but as a practice that encourage caution of any such bold moves and to always consult with your heart as well as your mind together and bring together like a harmony between the two so that one doesn't derail the other. And that I keep feeling like um, there's more for you to say and more for you to share. So if there's more that you need to share with others about your intentions and your emotions, about why you're making these changes, these bold moves, then I think it's important for you to release that energy out of you. And that's what I was feeling like this burping inside, um, just to allow it uh, to be released from you. It doesn't matter whether people agree with you or not. Like that's really irrelevant. It's more that you have the opportunity to release the energy from yourself. Okay, I hope that helps you, Kelly. Drink. Your voice codes are everything. It's kind. Thank you. It's all in the voice. Trace of Shadows. Um, I'm sure you told me your name probably only on Tuesday, and I've forgotten. I'm terrible with names. Trace of Shadows. Yeah, if you could share your name, if you're comfortable doing that, it'll help with the Akashic record. But you're drawn to Victorian times. Nice. Trace of Shadows. Um, Tracy. Tracy. Thank you. You think I would have guessed that, or at least remember it. Okay, asking the other to step back. And yeah, Callie, let me know how that went for you. And for Trace of Shadows, Tracy asking you, your higher self, to step forwards. And your guides, your guide is trying to convince me to go back in time. Um, I do it a lot in one-to-one sessions. What am I, an hour in? Um, yeah, it's probably safest for me to do so by looking at the Akashic records. Like usually when I do one-to-one work, I go through portals. Like I go there with my clients. Um, but I can read the Akashic records without having to go there. Um, and you can also step through the page of a book in an Akashic record to enter it. Okay, so Archangel Metron, I invite you back into the session, please. He's like da 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 da. Um, okay, thank you. And I'd like to open up the Akashic records for Tracy, please. Tracy, a trace of shadows. And thank you. And I would like to access uh, a book that explains more about Tracy's connection with Victorian times. Okay, so I'm just receiving this book. There's a couple of this is Archangel Metatron saying this. Before I'd even read it, he said that um, it it's like the one was like the encyclopedia or the Victorian encyclopedia, and the other name for it was is like a kind of like a journal of Victorian times. Both of these titles, it's like um, the book has been rewritten several times. And how is this possible, Archangel Metatron? Because Trace has gone back and healed this. Wow, okay, so it's the healing that you're working on in this lifetime that's affecting your past lives. And our past, parallel, present, and future, all of our lives are interconnected. It's all the same soul. And so when you heal one, you affect the other. I've never really seen, um, without me doing the work with a client, I've not seen, um, these sorts of changes. Oh, and he's also saying that it's related to the Mandela effect. Um, another way of thinking about the Mandela effect is like a co-created alternative reality that we ourselves create. So I'm just opening the book. So already getting these visuals. Um, And you're, when is this? When is this lifetime being shown? Okay, 1860. You're in that lifetime, you're it's likely not just one, but you were, I describe it like um entity hunting. So it's easy to talk about ghost hunters, but ghost hunters today don't really do the same thing. And it's not really exorcism, like you weren't really looking for them once they'd already attached to people. But I was seeing like these reptilian like beings that you were hunting. And you're hunting them through the streets and you're hunting them through houses. Um, and I don't mean like just to get evidence or to somehow sensationalize them or taunt them. You were going there to capture them. And what is significant about this at this time for Tracy in this lifetime? In part to know, so the message in part for you, Tracy, is to know that this is something you did in Victorian times. I'm seeing you like joining hunts for like serial killers and uh, criminals, and then also paranormal activity. And there was a lot of dark shadows and corners that these entities could hide in, physically and metaphysically. And yeah, you're being called that if this is something that you want to do in the future, in this lifetime, that it's something that um, you could engage with again. Um, and yeah, they're asking me to share that um, I was looking at it on my to-do list today, which is to create a training course to train people how to do exactly that, how to hunt these uh, negative entities. Um, but yeah, it feels like the reason you're being drawn now is because you're reaching a level of strength, Tracy, that you could start to do this work again if you chose. And if you don't, that's absolutely fine. But it's just becoming aware that this is what you did, and it was a great gift that you had, um, and you did a lot of great things for many people. So thank you for your service. You cleared up a lot of streets. Thank you. So I hope that helps you. I'm just asking who is next. Wow, amazing. Thank you. I'm being called back to do this. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah, I'm going to write a course. I've already got someone interested in attending it. It'll be a course of negative entity removal, soul retrievals, like exorcisms, uh, scanning homes, streets, ley lines. So I guess hunting in the true sense that you want to capture a being and remove it. Uh, Cindy is next. Cindy from Bear, Big Bear. Next is Cindy. And what would Cindy like today, please? You're gonna call Tracy. Um, so you might be able to hear Patch just underneath me at the moment, digging a hole. Oh, the average viewing time for you guys of this live stream is 22 minutes and 22 seconds. So thank you. And there's 33 in the chat. Wow, that's so cool. Thank you. Um, yeah, let me know, Cindy, what you would like, and I will just ask you forwards and your guides. Just asking everyone else to step back. Asking Cindy, a higher self, and a guide step forwards. So reading, healing, directions. Sea Otter Cindy. Hello, Sea Otter Cindy. Um, Great to see you again. Reading, healing, and directions. Okay. I can only apologize if you can hear my dog digging a hole in the background and sneezing. It would be so funny to lift it up and show you, but I'm sure my laptop would just fall on top of him. Um, okay. So Cindy asking you and your guides and your higher self to step forwards. And yes, we're here for reading, clearing, directions at this time. Um, so there's this question. Your so your guide that steps forwards, step forwards. At first, I could just not get the sea otter part out of my head. I was like, is that this the kind of human thing? Is like that definitely it? Like that's in the name. Like, is this just me, my imagination? Um, and so your guide then said this really beautiful message, and this is the response to the question about directions. And your guide showed me. So bear with me a minute in this visualization. So imagine that you're out at sea and you're surrounded by the ocean. So if you've ever been out at sea in a boat and you're surrounded 360 degrees, you can't see any land. Um, and your guide is saying, for the sailor out at sea who sees no roads and no paths ahead, which direction do they decide to turn or direction to take? And it's it's a message, as I understand it, to really help um, center you on the more like the the softer things in life, like the feelings and your heart. And so the next, because the next thing I was shown was like your guide was doing this like with their arm, like showing up in the air and saying, "Look at the stars, look at the sun, look at the moon." And yet, I don't know about you, I don't really know how to navigate using stars. I could guess my way around, uh, north, south, east, and west, watching a sunrise. The moon I'd be a bit lost with. And so you're guided to really feel into these guiding lights, and these guiding lights of like the stars and the sun and the moon, like they are both a physical representation of something that can help you in your directions, but it's more how it feels inside. So when you connect with them, I'm seeing you like with the sun, like you're asking a question. So you're this sailor at sea, and you're asking this question of the sun, where do I go next? You're physically out loud talking to the sun and asking. And you did ask for a healing. What I got was there was a um, on your third eye, there was like this activation that you're looking for, and sorry, on your third eye, on your crown chakra, on your crown chakra, there's this activation, and it was to connect in um, with the sun. I'm just checking again, was that like a Freudian slip, or is it actually both chakras, the crown and the third eye? Yeah, your guide is saying it's the crown to ask the sun, and it's your third eye to see the answer. Oh, beautiful. Well, there you go. Who wouldn't want to be a sailor if you could just ask the the sun for navigation, and then to be able to see, I'm seeing like these golden pathways put out in front of you that you can feel into which one to choose. So for Cindy, I'm just bringing down a column of golden light just above your head, and I'm just going to bring some dragon light language in to help open up your crown chakra. Good. And then on your third eye, just removing some calcification around the pineal gland. Archangel Michael, please return to source. Never return here again. And now activating your third eye. Good. And then grounding that energy into the core of Mother Earth. Good. I hope that helps you. Um, that was amazing, Cindy. Thank you for that. Um, okay, so Riley Girl is next. To help quit smoking. Wow. Let me see what we can do. A fun fact is that it took me 3 attempts to give up smoking, and I did so in my early 20s. And the thing that made me decide to to give up was I had a dream. So I just started running only for a few days because well, I don't know for every smoker, right? But it's really hard to smoke and run. But I had this dream where I was running along the street and I had a cigarette in my hand. And it was just a really profound message for me, which was, you got to choose, Jon, which do you prefer, smoking or running? And so the next day I gave up smoking and I began running every day. And that was it. I haven't stopped since. Every day, Monday to Friday since. And I'm 147. I always think as you get older, lie about your age. Like say you're much, much older and everyone will tell you how young you look. Anyway, um, Riley girl. So just asking everyone else to step back. It's my pleasure, Cindy. I hope that helped you. It was really beautiful. And I'd like to ask Riley Girl and her higher self and their guides to step forwards, please, to set the intention to assist her with quitting smoking. Okay, I've never seen it like this before. Um, so I don't fully understand all of it yet, but I'll just explain it as it's shown to me. So your guide, a dragon guide, is saying, imagine uh, taking like what little fire you have from within you, exhaling it, like kind of burning yourself out, and then as you exhale it, you create this very, very negative energy in the smoke, and then you inhale that again, and it's like this cycle, this perpetual cycle. Oh, that really hurts my lungs. I'm just taking that energy out of me. I can't have that energy in me. I'm just holding it in a golden ball. But yeah, thank you for showing me it, but please don't put that energy in. I'm just talking to your guide, Riley Girl. Um, yes, I do remember what it felt like to smoke, and it was not nice. It used to feel like every morning I had a baby elephant sat on my chest. It was horrible. Okay, so yeah, it's just being shown that there's like the cyclical aspect um of smoking. And so the it's smoking is physically very bad for you, but energetically, what you're inhaling is your own negative, like self-doubt, self-criticism, negative self-talk. And it's when you inhale, it's almost like a comfort blanket. Um, which, sounds strange, right? You'd think, why would you enjoy receiving that inside of you? How can I help Riley Girl give up smoking to break the cycle? How to break this cycle? So first, to clear anything in your body at this time, any of the smoke. So it's the fire. Okay, so where do these flames come from inside? It's the burning of negative emotions from inside of you, like in your heart, is the smoke you exhale, and then you inhale it again. It's just so it's quite hard for my human to get my head around because uh, you know, I often see that I would inhale a cigarette, not inhale my own negative energy. But your guide is saying this is what happens energetically. Like we project onto the cigarette, and then we inhale. Okay, yeah, it's horrible. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick scan through and see. Now, you didn't ask for. Just let me know, Riley Girl, if you'd like me to do a healing clearing for you because you didn't ask for. I think you just asked for help giving up smoking. Um, I just want to make sure. And yeah, anyone that's Viviani says I'm 444 years old. You look amazing for that age. Um, yeah, let me know in the chat, Riley Girl, if you want me to clear that. It seems important to get your permission. Um, oh, you're saying thank you for the clearing. Okay, so let me just scan down. I'm just going to remove highest dimension of source above, just coming through Riley Girl and just removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good, in particular around the lungs and around the heart. Torasarate doromo torosonoa atarakama. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. And then coming down and grounding it into earth. Good. I hope that helps. And yeah, I've never thought of it like that. Stretching my legs. And yeah, I feel like what's really important is next time you feel drawn to smoke, um, instead of like, I don't know, that thing that we do when we smoke, right? We're like we're so dependent on this smoke that we inhale, is to imagine yourself, it's like you're inhaling love, except this love that already exists within you. So it's kind of the opposite of what we were just describing, where it was negative energy that you're exhaling and then re-inhaling again. And this time you could project love onto the cigarette and inhale it. I don't know what will happen next, but it's meant to be able to help you give up. So yeah, I hope that's useful. Starting to get, I can't believe just as it was getting like quite dark out here, people have gone down. They might be in wetsuits, but they've just gone swimming in the sea, and it is cold here, really cold. So hat off to people. Um, okay, so Liz in awe is next, with a healing heart and lower back. Liz in awe, heart and lower back. And yes, I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you so much for all your donations. They're greatly appreciated. Yes, this is my full-time job, and yes, I'd love to keep doing it for you, um, and not doing some other random job. And so, yeah, please do donate. It makes a huge difference, and it's such an honor to be able to give this as like a free service, so you don't have to donate. But it's encouraging you to it's just a rescue helicopter coming over, but it really does help. Um, so let me take a look at Liz, your heart and lower back. Just asking your higher self and your guide step forwards, everyone else to step back. Your guide, your higher self, and Liz. Okay. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, there's something attached on your back. It's really uncomfortable. I'm not going to talk a lot. I'm just going to go and deal with it. So bring down a column of golden light from the highest dimension of source above, down through Liz's crown chakra all the way down. And I'm just going to hold this. Okay, this light has to come all the way down to the root chakra. And I'm just going around to your back. And this entity that's like stretched across. Oh, fascinating. The upper part of it is stretched just across the like if you drew a line across your back, which is just underneath your heart, that's where it's stretched across. It's really like flat, like it's a blanket. If it was like it's almost like a blanket, like laying over the back of your back, and it goes right down to the root. Just bringing forward my light sword and cutting away. It's got like these kind of funny wee claw things, like four of them, as it's like this kind of strange blanket-like entity. So just peeling it back. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return her again. Thank you. I'm just scanning down through your body. There's a lot of tingles and like bright feelings and sensations as I do that, which is a really good sign. Liz, in awe. Yeah, your body's definitely responding. Okay, let me just check through the spine as well. Okay, and just bringing like it's just before the small of your back. I'm just going to help with some alignment of your spine, just gently. Toro no toro ma ra. Okay, good. And then I'm just going to turn you back round and then check on your heart. Your physical heart looks good. There was just this unease about how your heart felt about this attachment. Okay, this entity that was attached to you was growing over you on the outside of you. Um, so yeah, um, please do take good care of yourself. Like this thing was trying to like smother you, which is pretty ugly action. Um, so yeah, I think the your heart was just really nervous and worried. So I'm just going to send some calming, healing love into your heart. Good. And then connecting you into the core of Mother Earth. Okay, yeah, that was good. Great, Liz. I hope that helps you. Let me know in the chat how that went. Yes, please do sign up for my training course. The Higher Self Foundational Training course, which has just ended, starts again on the September 30th, I think it is. So excited to have everyone coming along for that. And yeah, Tina's in the training. Woo! It's so cool. And Viviana's just completed it. Um, oh, it's such an honor to teach everyone all the way from mindfulness all the way through to learning how to do energy clearing, healing, astral projection, past life reading, speaking light language. There's a long, long list of stuff. The foundations of all the things that you see me doing today. Do they surf where you are? Yes, they do surf. Oh, it's started raining. Um, I should, do I have to close this? Let me just see. Probably. There we go. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to close one of my windows because I don't want rain pouring in on Patch. I'll just be 1 moment. I try not to knock you over. And it's funny because the microphone's still on. Yes, hello, Patch. But I'm not on the camera. I'm just closing this. And although Patch is very eager to get out for a walk, um, he's very eager to go out again. I only literally took him an hour and a half ago. He's had 3 walks since he's here, and he's just like, I want more. I want more. Um, okay, so Marbell is next, and this is a healing of mid upper right side of back. Thank you, Viviani. So upper middle right side of back. Can you tell I'm taking notes? Okay. And yes, Yancy on the foundational course too. I'm so excited you're joining as well. I'm always so blessed with such incredible participants, students. It's an honor to teach you. Okay, so just asking everyone else to step back and asking for Marbell to step forwards and for your guides, your higher self. So I'm being shown you in how to describe it, like um, almost like a wireframe matrix version of yourself. What are these? Okay, this is your nervous system I'm being shown. But there's something, it's not, it's okay, it's like, so imagine your nervous system, and then over the top of your nervous system is this, uh, it's it's almost like putting yourself in like a sleeping bag where your whole body is covered in this like wire mesh. Um, and it's like just like kind of just two pieces like joined together up from the head and down to the toe. And what is this? It doesn't feel good. It's an energetic cage. What's this energetic cage for? Your guide's like pretty annoyed about it. They're saying they're used for a whole range of things, these cages, to slow people down, to stop them ascending, to stop them developing their gifts. Like it's a long list. It is a form of energetic attack. But it's not it's intelligent but not sentient. It feels like it's a technology. It's a galactic technology, okay. Or can we know? I'm just asking your guide, can we like who put this here? He's saying it doesn't really matter like who put it here. It's more that it's just saying imagine there's this uh there's a galactic federation, a federation of beings from around the universe that are here to assist Earth's ascension, and many councils from lots of different galactic races. There are also, so your guide was saying, there's also the opposite version of the Galactic Federation, and they are conglomerate of negative or low vibration galactic beings. They're not specific to any one race. They come from many races. They don't really work in, they're not well coordinated. And there's, unlike the, on the positive where there's councils per race, these ones tend to be like more, I don't know, imagine more like pirates, than thieves and pirates more than they are organized. And why was this placed on Marbell? To slow it down, okay. So I keep seeing you're saying it's upper mid right back, the right side of back, upper mid right side of back. All I kept seeing was like there's this kind of insertion point of this matrix that goes through that area in your body, and it's quite thick. I'm just asking Archangel Michael what's the best thing to do with this, and he's just saying you basically just open up this cage, rip it off, and take it away. Okay, sword be with me as I cut this off, and I'm just going to gently because it is like inserted through the right side of your back. So just gently taking that out. Oh, that's nasty. It was quite deep, by about 2 inches. Okay. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never turn here again. Wow, it's really beautiful. I literally, as soon as I did that, this big dark cloud just started to lift and there's a bit of sunshine coming out, which is lovely. And is there anything else to do here on the right side of your back? And just checking on the wound. Okay, just to help heal the wound, just to close it and seal it. Good. That was good. And just grounding that energy in the earth. Wow. Well, that was epic and galactic. Um, and Marbelli said, I was once told a long time ago that I needed to be hidden from negative ones, but no more info on that. Yeah, it feels like you weren't hidden. Um, I'm sad to say. Um, but it's definitely safe for you now. Now that I mean you're already discovered, um, and this was the response that these entities place this cage around you. Um, the I'm just asking your guide, is there anything else you need to do for your protection? Yeah, I mean you can practice my daily meditations there. I haven't mentioned them yet, right? In an hour and 37 minutes. But I have free meditations on my website. They're the same meditations I use for my protection daily and including this live stream. And these live streams are pretty um, high risk for me energetically and for my soul. So yeah, I take big risks with these and trust in these meditations that I've created since 2017. So yeah, you can sign up for my spirit guide meditations. Yeah, you just go to the meditations section and you'll see in there the spirit guide meditations. So I hope that helps. Um, so LP is next. Anything needed, please. And LP says, I'm feeling pretty good today. I think the end of Mercury retrograde, yeah, that never seemed to end, helped, plus the cleansing and healing. Fabulous. Um, and Harlan says, John, around 9 to 10 years old, 8 to 9, closer to 9, was a significant time to you. Uh, would you daydream? Did the galaxies communicate you with at that time? I'm sorry if I've crossed my lane. Um, I feel like by about the age of 6, 7, 8, it feels like for me by the age of 6, I closed down my abilities. Um, so yeah, I didn't really feel connected with them, but I used to daydream a lot. And I also used to watch, I've always watched a lot of sci-fi. Always, always, always. So no, don't worry about it at all. It jumps at you like a painting. Oh, it's beautiful. But of course, what you could be completely right about, Harley, is that they were trying to talk to me and I wasn't listening. That's also entirely possible. But yeah, I used to see a lot of shadow figures and ghosts. And by the age of 6, and I was telling other people, and it scared me a lot. And I really shut myself down from that age till age 40. So yeah, it was a long time for me to reawaken. Um, and yeah, LP is saying that was yours also switched off at the same time. So you said LP, anything needed, I think. Was it LP? I thought it was LP. You're next. LP is where my vision goes a little bit blurry and I find it hard to do human things. Yeah, is it LP next? Am I hallucinating? Always double check a hallucination. It is LP. Fantastic. Okay, and I think this was PLP was anything you're called to. Okay, anything. Asking everyone else to step back. It's so funny seeing people walking their dogs around me, and it's funny you probably don't see any of this, but it's really cool. Okay, so just asking LP, your guides, your higher self to step forwards. Your your guides, LP are saying, well, there's one guide in particular, and they're saying brighter, 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 and they're showing your light body, and you're like you're working on yourself, and you're doing great work, and they're saying like keep going brighter and brighter. There's a point to this brightness. It brings lightness to you, speaking your truth, standing in your power, building your self-love, protecting yourself energetically, strong boundaries, keep shining brighter and brighter and lighter. And it feels like what is happening is that you're getting ready for an activation. And when your vibrations are high enough, there's this activation happening in the center, like around your heart chakra in particular. So I think that's a really beautiful message. Keep going for your soul. It's fantastic. And who was next after this? I think it was Angela, Sharon, and Hypnicity. Okay. And Angela. Oh, I've lost my phone. And Angela is next. A healing of the left hand surgery from yesterday. I hope that went well. I guess we'll find out as well. Sometimes I feel like you're hearing John asking, how did that go? And then my higher self does the next part. Okay, so for Angela, just asking you to step forwards, your higher self and your guides. Yeah, your body seems a bit drained, which is to be expected after surgery. Why am I seeing a Zeta galactic being at this time? Like a grey alien. What do they have to do with Angela at this time? Okay, it's one of your guides and they're assisting with your healing. And they're finding it really fascinating because they've got like these three much longer fingers. And your guide's doing this like stroking down your hand, like just working down like this and keeps doing this and just removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good. It's really beautiful. And it feels really nice to do that. It feels like something you can do yourself as well. There seems to be importance like two fingers going down like this and just setting the intention to remove anything that doesn't serve your highest good. And let me also do a scan for you from the highest dimension of source above. I bring down a column of golden lights down through Angela's crown chakra and then all the way down. And just like to go out to the right. Right hand, please. And just hold your hand gently. A lot of very bright light coming in. It seems the first thing your body was like missing and wanting was like calling in. This was the first message I got. I just didn't say it. Was that to bring in this golden light into your body, to bring in source light to help refuel you, to refill you. Okay. So let me just bring down this column of golden light. I'll just fill your body. I'll continue to hold your hand. Good. And then healing your hand also. Ora interi uno toro sono tarakina inioro toro son toro moranaka. Removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good, encouraging your bones and your muscles, your ligaments, your cartilage, your veins, every part of you to return to natural size and shape that feels right for you. And then I'm just putting a loving compress of energy over your right hand, sorry, your left hand. Okay, good. Great. Cool light rays. Oh, wow. So there are. That's so cool. And what was I doing? Like bringing in the source light. Wow, look at that. Yeah, Angela, let me know how that goes. I could put my own hand in there. Hopefully that isn't making you guys go too much flashing. Yeah, I hope that helped, Angela. I felt a bit like I was saying right hand sometimes, and it's funny because I was holding your left the whole time in my hand. Anyway, um, so Sharon is next for a healing and clearing. Angela says the surgery was a success. It felt wonderful. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm so glad. Okay, Sharon, you're next. Um, thank you for asking. Let's stretch my legs for a moment and admiring the sunshine. I don't know if I can show you anything more. Let me just unplug you for a second. Can you see outside? Not really. Oh, you can see, I think that's the Bass Rock. You can see there some signs for surfing. That is the Bass Rock there. And say hello, Patch. There's Patch. Hello, Patch. Hello, buddy. Hello. Well, we got to see Patch at least. Okay, Sharon, for healing and clearing. So asking Sharon, our higher self, the guide, step forwards. Everyone else to step back, please. And for Sharon, yeah, it's this really beautiful sun energy for you, Sharon. And it's incredible. Here I am with the sun right behind me. Wow, there's people just walking out from swimming in the sea. I bet they could do the sun's warmth. What is the clearing, healing can offer Sharon at this time? So asking me to take a deeper look, um, to look down and do an energy scan. So from the highest dimension of source above, I bring down a column of golden light just above Sharon's head, setting intention to clear and to heal, and then coming down now through the crown chakra. That's good. The third eye chakra. It seems quite closed. I'm just going to bring in some healing energy to encourage your third eye to open. Toro somu toro mua ra. And just removing some calcification around it. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. Good. And then coming down now through the throat chakra. Some energy to release. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. And down through your heart. It's a really big, beautiful heart. It's like I'm placing my left hand directly on your heart, Sharon. It's really beautiful. It's good. Solar plexus. So there's a lot I saw with your third eye that it was almost like your third eye was missing, but it wasn't missing. It was really, really small and really closed down and really hardened. And what happened, it just becomes so encased um in this calcification that Patch is jumping around. Um Patch has jumped up on one of the cab seats and he's now looking out the window. If he starts barking, I'll move him. Um, but yeah, it's fascinating that I'm seeing a similar pattern with this. I was able to clear and to see that your third eye is absolutely fine, and it just well, it's there. and it just needs to regrow. So that regrowth is starts again. It's similar with your solar plexus, and I'm just going to bring in this healing energy, some of the sun energy as well. I can't quite grab it. There we go. Good. And then down your sacral chakra. Just removing some small entities don't serve your highest good. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. And then down to the root. That's good. And connecting to earth. I hope that helps. Um, Let me know, Sharon, how that went. And it's Hip Misty next. Uh, Healing for a head cold. My pleasure. So asking everyone else to step back and asking Hypnosty, your guides, and your higher self to step forwards. Yeah, there's this. I was about to say I have this theory about head cults where they're, negative entities. This entity's like wrapped. It's almost it reminds me a bit like a imagine like a turban that went all the way down, just like wrapped your whole head all the way down to your chin, and then it's like, oh, it's horrible. Ew. It's like its tail is like going up through into the nose, and it knows its way around a human body. So, all our sinuses are like uh, are connected, and so it's like weaving its way around. Excuse me. Okay, so just to remove this, so bring forward my light sword and just gently remove this around Hypnosti's head. So I'm just uncoiling it. I'm just going to gently pull it out of you. No, you cannot attach to me. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. He called it like head cold snake. Um, well, there you go. I hope that helps you, Hypnosty. Let me know in the chat. And my apologies if I'm not like super engaged with the chat. I must admit, as you can probably tell with me, I get pretty tired energetically. It's hard to be in my body going through so many different people. It's quite fascinating because I do client sessions sometimes for many hours and training for many hours. And it's not so much the length of time, but the number of people is significant. Um, and I'm just recapping on how many we've done today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. So this is 15, so this is 16 is next. And who is next? John Harley is next for an astral travel battle healing, please. Okay. And just as you said that, sounds like it started raining again. Um, if you can explain anything more about your astral travel battle, let me know. But I'll just ask your guides as well. Yeah, I hope you clear soon. I hope that helps. And that's lovely, Sharon. Yeah, I hope that helps with your anxiety. And feeling safe and finding ways to help yourself feel safe in the present is a really beautiful way of trying to combat um, anxiety. Okay, so for Harley, let's see about your astral travel battle. Asking Harley forwards and your guides herself. Wow, it's fascinating. Doesn't really feel super astral. It does feel like you're under attack. You've got this big force field around you, Harley. It reminds me of like one of the protective bubbles I would create. Who is this attacking you? There's these beings saying they want it back. What do they want back? What did Harley take from you? They stole Harley. Okay. They want Harley back. Right. That doesn't sound like it's going to be a great thing to do. I'm just asking one of your guides. So there's deals that you did. Um, there's deals that you did, Harley, and these are like your soul has done with other beings. Um, and what happened was these are some past lives. They are galactic. They You appear to be like some sort of trader, like an intergalactic trader of like minerals and artifacts, a little bit like Indiana Jones, but more galactic. And these beings are after you because it's which is fascinating. They're not after you because they want the things that you've taken and traded. It's because they want you and your abilities to find these things. And it's reading what you're saying. Say, may I have help with improving astral travel? Guides say they're communicating and I'm fighting it. I don't know how I'm fighting it. I would desperately love to communicate back and what am I doing wrong. It feels like those this kind of constant attack is one reason like you're holding back. Um, and I keep being drawn to the protection around you. And what's fascinating is that it's not static protection. Like this is your protection, and so it doesn't matter where you go. And this is why I and we are safe is because you've surrounded yourself with this energetic protection. So yeah, the simple answer is to astral travel. You just need to practice um, doing like in my guided meditations, creating a golden bubble of protective light around you. And what that does for you is it helps you feel safe. And if you can create this feeling of safety within you, then what you're able to do is you're able to really travel wherever you wish. You can use portals. You can directly travel like out of your body through space and time, and you can also use the Akashic records. But it all has to come from a feeling of safety that it's safe for you to do it. Um, and it feels like as you do this, these beings, ironically, that the ones that are, you know, seem like they're after you, like they want you, is that they only want you without your capability to astral travel because this was part of your gift. Like they only want you with your gift deactivated and your ability to astral travel again and to find and to locate items, resources, people. These are things I've done in previous lives and in this life. And it's something that you just need to keep practicing with. Um, so yeah, if you haven't already started on my uh, free meditations, please do, Harley. And yeah, I hope that helps. And I can only do one or two more. I must admit, I'm pretty much done, and I don't want to give you guys bad service because I'm you know stumbling over myself. So just two more. I think is it Carl, and then one more. Um, so Carl is asking for hello, Carl, an Akashic reading about a possible connection, and I did see this right at the start of the chat. So well done for waiting 2 hours. But I'm not sure I can pronounce their names. Kuan Yin and is it Joao? Joao Kul? I guess everyone will know. Um, if you can like Carl, if you can spell it out for me in how you would say it, that would be fantastic. Um, but I'll ask. Oh, I did. That's right. I did get an answer earlier. Let me just check on that if it's true. Yeah, you never heard of them before, but you'd like to know why they come up in readings. Um, so I'm just going to ask your guide, your higher self, Carl, step forwards. I'm just turning to the side so I can stretch my legs. Oh, after 2 hours in the lotus position. Well, it's close to 8. Um, yeah, your connection with them is that you worked with them previously. Were they together or was this different lifetimes? And Kyle, your higher self is saying a soul that recognizes a soul is a soul that has lived and shared a lifetime together, or souls that have shared a lifetime together. That's how we recognize souls. That's really fascinating, right? It means that the message is it doesn't matter if you like read about someone. So let's say it was Albert Einstein, a famous character, what's a real person, a famous person in our history. Um, it's almost like you don't know their soul unless you met them, like connected with them in that lifetime. And that's what's being shown for you, Carl. Um, told you, son. Wow. So it's it seems that you're more like you're in a soul tribe with both of them, and that you and yes, like to that extent, you can be son. Um, but I'm just being shown that you're rotating between roles together. So um you also have these shared abilities, and you've also been um Quan Ying and uh the other person, uh Chuak Hole. Um yeah, for these for these people, for these beings, their souls, you've taken it in turns to be father and son for each other, but sometimes quite distant. Sometimes it's not just been directly father and son, it's been grandfather, uncle, great uncle, great grandfather, but always like this kind of connection where through the reincarnation patterns that you would experience um this brief like overlap and meeting and sharing, and the point was to allow um I can't say is but it's all suffering, um but it was all about like witnessing each other's souls as you go through it. I'm just asking if there's anything more. There's nothing more to share right now, Carl, about the the connections, the reasons why you've worked together, but it seems to be important in this lifetime for you and to be aware of um, patterns and themes and inabilities. And it's interesting. I'm also wondering if this is, a lifetime where you don't meet them. I don't know. Like you don't know and your guides don't know, which is really fascinating. Like a potential breaking of a cycle. I hope that helps, Carl. It's very mysterious. And I don't know who these people are. And yeah, it'd be fascinating to read up. Sometimes I feel like the human in me wants to know who they are. And then I also enjoy the fact that I don't know because it allows me to be much more open. Um, so last request, and thank you very much, Viviani, for looking after me as always, um, is for Lisa Keller. Total healing and clearing of type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, please, and anything else that you find. Um, Lisa Keller. I'm just taking a note. Okay, asking Lisa Keller to step forwards, your guides, your higher self, and everyone else step back. There's a really beautiful energy that you have, Lisa. It feels like, isn't it funny that the sun just comes out as I say this? Ah! You have a beautiful energy. Ah! But you do have a beautiful energy, and I just saw like lemons and this citrus like smell, and also the color, like this beautiful light golden color. And as I work through doing an energy scan of you, Lisa, it's important for you to work on like accepting this light, this source light that I bring in, the love of this universe, and it's to encourage you to grow your own self-love. And you can imagine that growing out from the center of your heart and filling your whole body. And this really helps with the type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure. They do feel linked to, and my father suffers with both, and actually many more things. So yeah, I hope that this healing helps you. So from the highest dimension of source above, I bring down a column of golden lights just above Lisa's head, set the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, coming down to the crown chakra. And I'm just expanding it a bit to the brain as well, around any worry or anxiety. Just bring in healing energy. And then down to the third eye, removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good, and just unraveling this small but very thin and long entity that's been wrapped around. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. Thank you. And then coming down to your throat chakra, removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. And then down to the heart and helping ignite that self-love within your heart. Lisa. Tora, Teresinia. Catching anything that doesn't serve your highest good. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. And then coming down to your solar plexus. Yep, helping with the growth, receiving of love and abundance. Antaramoto soroin chiyamaha. Good. And then coming down to sacral chakra. Antakaramatara sinni maratokoro mutuka ini aramaka. I'm just helping so with weaving light just around the edges of the sacral chakra to heal wounding here, encourage growth. and connecting up all the way up through the other chakras and then down into the root chakra. There's quite a lot of heaviness in here. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. And then down into the core of Mother Earth and just connecting all your chakras together. And it's going to expand out across your body as well, across your nervous system. This healing, love, energy, all the way across out to the fingertips and down to the toes. Good. I hope that helps you, Lisa. Yes, we are now every Monday and Thursday, and really uh, excited for um, Monday. We will have Viviani live with us here next to me, and you can hear my dog barking, which is nice. Um, and it's really funny what he's doing. Um, and he said, your Harley said, although my question was not clearly written, it actually led to confirmation clarification needed. An interest has been with him for quite some time. Um, yeah, Harley, I did get what you were saying, and it was funny. Like I felt like I was in a bit of a rabbit hole about like the what you're under attack for, but actually, it really was just demonstrating that you have strong abilities and that you're able to develop these, and that you have super cool gifts. And so excited for you to develop those. And it's all about that feeling of safety. Developing that feeling of safety will help so much. Um, and horses trigger hope. Thank you, Patch, for sharing Jon with us. I know you'd rather be going for a walk. He's going right after this. I'm taking him right out. It drives me nuts. It's so distracting when he needs a walk. And I love that about him. I love that because it gets me out. It stops me being a hermit. Um, and Harlan says, wow, how incredible how messages get delivered to you. Um, and Viviani said, it'll be an honor, Jon. Yes, it's going to be so cool, Viviani. I'm so excited. Um, and I've got for the intermediate training courses, they come up in a couple of weeks' time in their training. I'm inviting them as well uh, to come on to this or to do one-to-ones with people as well between the three of us, which will be exciting. Thank you for everything you do and all the energy you share. I love the calmness of this location. This location, I'm coming back here. This is like my new favorite place for doing these live streams. It's so cool. And even Patch's excited to spend time with Viviani. Yes, he is. Wouldn't it be so cool if we just have Patch sat in like one of the video corners? It would be so funny. Lisa said, since you healed and cleared me, I will not have to take pills now for my diabetes. That's a great question. It's a great question I ask myself. I, I I'd love to, say that you can stop taking your pills, but I feel like at the core of the work I do is your ability to heal yourself, and that in part you delegate it to me by asking me for help, and that when I get started, when I do work on you, that it's actually yourself, your body, and every dimension of you that I start to trigger and activate into that healing journey. Um, and I feel for you at this time, Lisa, like I would continue to take the pills, but I don't feel like they're um, I mean, are they harming you is just a big question. Like I'm not a doctor. I couldn't say, but what I could say is that over time, you like keep getting yourself checked, including your blood pressure, and see if you have an effect. And I think to really help my um, healing continue to have an effect on you is keeping up a daily practice with yourself, and if you don't already, starting a daily meditation practice, because it's your connection with your body that really helps you heal, to listen to it and heal. Um, Harley says, Viviani, John and his family will be here by June or July of 25. Um, road trip. Yeah, I would love to. I would just so love to. Um, absolutely on my wish list. It's actually at the top of my to-do list at the moment is like to figure out how to come over to the US next. I did it in my job in May. I did it every and when I worked at Amazon, I did it every 3 months. It was a lot of fun. Um, yeah, a little zebra patch, so cute. Yeah. And there he goes back. So I'm just going to, while he barks, I'm going to close down the session energetically. So I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia, and every soul and every being that's participated in today's session. And I'm asking each of us, both in the live and in the replay, and whether they, even if they left during the session, to step out of the session bubble as I clean it up. Archangel Michael, please return to source or never return here again. It's funny when I do that. It's like I'm handing it into source. Oh! um, and asking each of us, we can all remain in our individual golden bubbles of protective light, and asking each of us to step back from me and from each other, give ourselves the freedom and space that we deserve, and drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest. And one theme for me this week has been when, especially when you're receiving messages or kind of paradigm shifting healing, like it's changing something about your understanding or your mental models. I'd encourage you to really integrate it, and that means reflecting on it, seeing that it takes a while to get your head around it, and then allowing that to come into your body and allowing those messages and those new paradigms to really resonate with you or not, and take from it what resonates with you and leave what doesn't, because it's these messages are useless to us unless we bring them into this 3D reality. um I have a few suggestions for a retreat. That'd be so cool. Thank you, Viviani. And yeah, looking forward to Monday. It's gonna be so cool. And yeah, Harley says so, definitely I was given that date. um and yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Um, Viviana says, I try not to be nervous. I am shy. I am shy. If you pass me in the street, you'd be like, why is that guy like, you know, like my head's down sometimes. And I was like, my guides today as I was walking past, they're like, John, they're like, you know, put your heart out, stick your head up, smile at people. And they're like, okay, okay. So it's like, hello, and like being happy and smiley with people. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Um, so yeah, I think that's me. Thank you so much, and look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Um, and yeah, take care of each other. And please do book me in for one-to-one sessions. Check out my free guided meditations and the Higher Self Foundational Training that starts on the 30th of September. And if you live, one of the reasons, well, the reason that it's changing to Mondays is if you live near where I live, so in Haddington, East Lothian, Scotland, I will be doing in-person reflexology, psychic reflexology, which is a mix of hands-on quantum healing and psychic readings as a service, and quantum healing, just like I'm doing today, and readings every Tuesday. So I'll be there on Tuesdays. Sometimes you might see me, once to get the internet sorted out there, I might be doing live streams and stuff too from there, and one-to-one sessions. So business as usual, but I have a place physically to do it, and it also has a really beautiful yoga room to do it, and contrast therapy, which is ice cold, like these big ice cold tubs that look a bit like barrels, and a sauna. So that's going to be exciting to try those. So looking forward to that. So yeah, have a great time, everyone. Take care, and I'm sending so much love. See you, everyone. Bye.